Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. So don't tell Canelo. It may be the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds.
Is it something to worry about? Yes. Can it affect the fight? Absolutely. I just said how.
The boxing world has been thrown into chaos after shocking reports emerged that Terence Crawford has suffered a major injury just days before his most awaited showdown with Canelo Alvarez. What was set to be one of the biggest fights in recent history is now in serious doubt, with fans, analysts, and fellow boxers all weighing in on whether the fight should go forward or be canceled altogether. The news has sparked an avalanche of reactions from the boxing community, with many insiders warning that this injury could change everything.
But word on the street is that Bud Crawford has hurt his shoulder or re-injured a shoulder that had been surgically repaired.
Former world champion and current boxing analyst Tim Bradley didn't hold back when addressing the shocking news of Terence Crawford's injury. Bradley, who has never been afraid to speak his mind, slammed Crawford for what he believes are excuses being made ahead of the mega fight with Canelo Alvarez. In a fiery take, Bradley insisted that great champions fight through adversity, questioning whether Crawford is already looking for a way out of the toughest challenge of his career. His blunt remarks have only added more fuel to the already heated debate surrounding the future of this blockbuster matchup.
Crawford 100%. Crawford is 100%. If he ain't 100%, he 90%. He's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. That's just what it is. Forget that shoulder. Bro, this is what we signed up for. This is part of being a fighter. That's what it's part of. This is what you wanted. This is what you got. This is what comes with it. That's it. Stop making excuses. No team. Winner takes all on this one.
Oscar De La Hoya notes that Crawford is making a significant jump in weight, moving up into a heavier division to face a naturally strong, seasoned super middleweight. De La Hoya believes Canelo's power, physicality, and experience operating at or near this weight will pose serious problems for Crawford, especially in the later rounds. While he acknowledges Crawford's ring IQ, movement, and technical gifts, De La Hoya doubts those alone will be enough to neutralize Canelo's advantages. He expects Canelo to impose relentless pressure, land heavier shots, and gradually take control, likely winning by decision or stoppage after wearing Crawford down over the course of the fight.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, it's going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural 175. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork.
Boy Anthony, Executive Club, getting a fresh haircut. But just want to talk about Canelo Crawford is coming up this weekend, and everybody's excited here in Vegas. The electricity is in the air. So, look, even though these guys are, combined almost 80 years old, it should be a good fight. And let me tell you why. Crawford is coming up 2 weight classes, and he's coming off a year's layoff. So that's a huge advantage for Canelo. If Canelo forces his will on him, he'll probably be 190 pounds inside the ring on fight night. I give him a great shot in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round to knock out Crawford. If he doesn't do that, then Crawford is going to box his ears off. It might be another Mayweather versus Canelo. Remember when Mayweather was just schooling him and making him look silly? That can happen again this Saturday. So everything has to be perfect for Crawford. He has to use his footwork. He has to use his speed, his combinations, his ring IQ. He has to stay disciplined. And Canelo, all he has to do is take Crawford's punches, but he cannot be comfortable inside the ring.
About Crawford's supposed injury. He acknowledged that the rumors stem from Crawford's long layoff, his age, and past reports of training setbacks, but he urged fans not to jump to conclusions. Showbiz pointed out that injury talk always surfaces before major fights, often as a tactic to create drama or excuse a possible loss. While he didn't dismiss the possibility that Crawford could be dealing with soreness from moving up in weight, he stressed that nothing concrete proves the injury is serious enough to derail the fight.
From this side of my mouth, is it something to worry about? Yes. Can it affect the fight? Absolutely. I just said how, right? Absolutely it can. Especially when you're packing on extra muscle, your shoulders get heavy anyway. When your shoulders are overdeveloped and you packing muscle on. And if you have a shoulder injury, it will affect you, okay? I mean, I'm one of those people. It is what it is. I say it all the time, bro. It is what it is. All right. These are human beings. They're real people. If you have an injury, it will affect you 100%. These aren't robots. This ain't a damn cartoon. It's not a movie. It's real life. All right. A lot of you guys got issues now physically. You throw you in a ring, you'll be like, yo, my back was killing me. You know what I'm saying? But with that said,
Shawn Porter, who fought Terence Crawford back in 2021, recently shared his concerns about Crawford facing Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. Porter said he's worried about how Crawford would handle getting hit by Canelo over the course of a full 12-round fight. He pointed out that Canelo is naturally bigger and would likely try to wear Crawford down with power punches early on. While Porter respects Crawford's skills and sharp mind in the ring, he warned that dealing with non-stop pressure from a bigger, stronger opponent could be very dangerous.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out. You know what I mean? So,
however, Crawford has firmly denied claims that he is carrying a shoulder injury into his fight with Canelo Alvarez. At a recent media event in Las Vegas, he dismissed the rumors as fabricated, calling them antics, and questioning where anyone got the idea that his shoulder was damaged. He moved his arms freely while speaking to reporters, insisting the speculation about injury, being out of shape, or slowing down is simply chatter. Crawford also stated that he is at his natural weight, despite critics suggesting that his physique is affecting his performance. Confident and composed, he emphasized that nothing short of a full commitment is going into what he described as the biggest fight of his career.
There's rumors that you've got a shoulder injury. Do you have a shoulder injury, or is that just rubbish?
Where I got a shoulder injury, I don't know. I think people coming up with their own, antics. Terence Crawford got a shoulder injury. Terence Crawford out of shape. Terence Crawford slow. Terence Crawford. They coming up with all kinds of stuff.
Are you feeling a difference in power now you've moved up and you're at your natural weight?
Of course. Power is definitely on coming. So that's not any words that I ever had.
Crawford's jabs don't even miss. Canelo's punches come like a brick. Both got a bag full of tricks. They must eat their way to Bix. Don't come at me, you'll get diss. You lanky streak of piss. Don't call you broke, you sis. Go chill and watch Netflix, cause the big guns in the mix.